Good day to you lovely people on the internet, and today we are chipping in to RWBY Volume 8, Episode 5, Amity. So last time, what the F happened? Alright, Oscar. Is it Oscar one? Yeah, Oscar got tortured, hit with the Skittle Beam by Salem. Yang was being Yang. Ren was being a champ. It was a pretty good action scene. That whole bike action scene. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So let's go. Let's do this. So let's see how this goes. I've spoiled myself a little bit. I've heard a few things, pretty much maybe all the things that might happen. That's the. I mean you debut everything, you know, in public a week later. That's just the reality of what's going to happen. But you know, I'm still invested in seeing what could happen. Okay, so it's somewhere. The whale's somewhere. What are you doing there? Oh.
This does not seem like a very good idea.
There is a difference between a good idea.
Am I missing something?
Sadly, we don't have time for much else. We have enough systems up and running to broadcast our message and keep Amity in atmospheric orbit. Our thrusters just aren't capable of reaching our target altitude.
Did I miss like a detail or two?
Sitting on a couple hundred tons of thrust.
Okay.
Once we're passed into broadcasting range, we'll activate stabilizers, reestablish global communications, and boost the message we've recorded out into the rest of the world.
What are you doing Ironwood's job for him?
We just have to pilot Amity away from all this mess.
But what if no one is able to come and help Atlas? If I stay behind, I could maybe...
Penny, we are not having this conversation again. I'm your father. I'm telling you that you can call on Amity.
I'm seeing a lot of death flags.
Prepare for launch, please. Moving us into position.
You know, father and daughter have an argument. Father predictably dies. That could happen.
Penny. Amity is requesting launch access.
I mean, his ID appeared on that military base. It should appear here too, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't have time to install seatbelts, so I'd advise you to hang on.
How do you even get in? Oh.
Where do you think you were going?
Penny, no.
I feel like I missed a prelude scene of some sort. How does blowing it up help with the thrust? Exactly. I don't get that part.
Friends could be here. It looks like we left you to do all the work. Pure soul is you. You do not know what you are talking about.
They're all gonna explode. Oh. I really lost you. But, okay. Reverse button. No stick shift in the future. Can she even affect? Yeah, I guess she can.
What do you want?
Is this really happening?
Yes.
Neo is fighting Maria.
Drifting.
Okay. Aerial fight scene. Is an Emil gonna do anything about Pietro? Come on, Lisa. Is this really happening?
Why are you doing this? Why serve someone like Salem?
I don't serve anyone, and you wouldn't either if you weren't built that way.
That is not. I choose to fight for people who care about me.
Oh yeah, maiden powers. Wouldn't that make the metal more brittle? Just freeze her ass like Raven did last time. Okay. Neo's really jobbing this year. Not dead, right?
No. I know, I can't beat you. But I can fill that thing full of holes before you take me down.
Sure about that? You're just gonna let... You're gonna let the whole ship escape?
Get us out of here. Hurry.
Okay.
Dad!
There wasn't a pressing need to not blow your ship up.
Missed our window. This way. You're likely drifting to touching down just north of it.
I can fix this. What? Our message is only a few minutes long. I can try and hold Amity in place until...
Absolutely not. You're in no condition to do something like this. Even just a tipster out there.
It is our only option.
She's right, Pietro. We have to remember the big picture.
I don't care about the big picture. I care about my daughter. I lost you before. And you're asking me to go through that again? I want the chance to watch you live your life.
But Dad... I'm trying to...
She's gonna... She's gonna do an Iron Giant. She can hold the whole thing up in place? Okay. Oh, the wheel. The wheel's right there. What? I'm so confused. She's not gonna die, because it's still like that whole hacking plot. So my guess is she's gonna get hacked before she can finish the job, right? That's it? Okay.
Hi. My name is Ruby Rose. I'm a huntress. And if we've done everything right, then I'm talking to all of Remnant right now. Dr. Palanina can explain more later. But right now, you all need to know that the Kingdom of Atlas is under attack. Things are dire. They need help.
Hi, Willie.
But please, try not to panic. This isn't some new enemy or invading kingdom. This is a force we've faced before. For centuries.
Where the hell are you guys? Vacuum?
The White
Dude.
drones. Even the Grim themselves have all been controlled and manipulated by the Khan in order to tear down the Huntsman academies. I know the idea of the maidens and relics seems, well, crazy. But I promise Professor Village Opinion and Headmaster Theodore of Shade can verify all of this. They might even be able to help organize a way to fight back.
Okay.
Sadly, General Ironwood can no longer be trusted.
What's he doing at the store?
It seems Palandina's proxy trick worked. And that's good news for us.
Well, he's still...
Blades operate on the same principle as Amity and the Longitude. In order for her to control them all, we need to communicate with one another.
We didn't have time to prepare for something. But now you do.
Head pats.
Just because she can't be destroyed doesn't mean she can't be beat. If she really was unstoppable, she wouldn't have acted with such caution until now. She knows we're a threat. So even if
Ah. Here we go.
even if Atlas falls, you can't give up.
Everyone go back inside.
I have to go. The vault. No. Dad.
Global comms just went back down.
Penny isn't responding. Exactly what she should do. It's possible for the systems to tower. When perhaps Pietro isn't the genius you thought. We're not waiting. You're going to find him.
What do you mean? What did you do?
Until Penny either responds or is standing in front of that vault, we cannot assume her stance. Take the ace house. I want constant updates.
Are you leaving James alone with this guy?
Get him back to his cell.
That was the broadcast.
I knew it.
Why'd we lose signal?
I knew it.
There's another one. I think it's just up ahead. What is this?
It's grim. A river of grim.
What?
Heading straight into the kingdom.
A river of grim? Well, okay, that's a lot to chew on. So, okay, the beginning was I like the designs. The beginning is kind of fast-paced. Like, I felt like there could have been a bit of setup beforehand. Like, you know, the last we saw Penny, she was gonna fly off to meet them. Yeah, we know that, but you know, we weren't really like informed of like this plan about like, you know, where they got the freaking bombs from, and then the thrusters on the Colosseum. All these little minor details that makes you kind of lost, but that's one thing. I'll continue the rest. Okay, so thoughts on the episode. Well, I already mentioned about the pacing. Pacing overall of this episode seemed a bit too fast. Like there was just a lot of stuff happening. I mean, yeah, it was mostly just that fight scene at the Colosseum, but not enough setup, I think, to like lead me from the last episode. I mean, I remember like Penny flying off, but all the stuff about the dynamite, it's just basically that. Like they could have set up, you know, that confrontation better between them going together to the Colosseum, because we don't know how they arrived there, how they set up all the bombs, where they got the bombs, and how that would coincide with them with Cinder heading there too. So that's a bit of a problem. Other than the actual whole Colosseum thing itself, it was alright. I mean, Penny, as usual, really good performance from the voice actors, which is really selling off her performances here. But man, Team Cinder, they're really jobbing hard this volume. I mean, oh, like one Grim that Salem cooked up in her mad scientist laboratory did way more than these three goons able to. And Neo lost to Maria. I mean, I spoiled myself on that one, but this is one of those things that you really need to see to believe. And boy, did I not. I don't buy it at all. Like, you really expect me to believe that an old lady bested Neo? What, like, ever since Oscar punched Neo in the face last volume, her fighting's been trash lately. I mean, I'll be honest here, because Maria, yeah, she was like the greatest huntress back then that no one's ever heard of, for one. And then she was just struggling against Neo, for one. She was freaking bodying her, like, you know, just playing around. She wasn't taking that fight seriously, so it's clear that she exceeded Neo in ability somehow. And yeah, you can say that, you know, her semblance is reflexes, which I find a lot of crap, because reflexes aren't a semblance. Reflexes are things that everyone who can fight in RWBY can do. But, you know, and it's not like she exhibited like reflexes any more impressive than anyone else in the cast. I mean, seriously, if her semblance is reflexes, she would have like freaking, like, she could like see things in bullet time. She will be able to slice a fly in half if she had a reflex semblance, not whatever this is. But, you know, whatever. You know, or like a spidey sense kind of thing, right? Because reflexes, I mean, like to sense things before they happen, but it's not really any more than what's normal for any fighter in RWBY. Is that it's like you have a basic ability and call it semblance. You know, whatever. I freaking called it. What's hacked Penny? No, well, that was obvious enough, right? But the part where the classic, oh, everyone's gonna look away from the fugitive and then he's gonna nab something and use it against them. I mean, what are you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do? At least it's not like, you know, he spilled like a cup of coffee and something. It's not that ridiculous, but still like, these guys are freaking sloppy. None of them were keeping an eye on him. None of them. And even James was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what was he going to do? You brought in this expert technician, hacker, whatever, from prison after you violently beat him in a fight. He obviously has something against you. You bring him in to try and help you to disable Penny or whatever it is you're trying to do. And then when he does it, you're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what the hell else is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? You should be glad that he didn't take full control of her. I don't know if they're gonna like pursue that plotline, like if Penny's gonna stay hacked, because that chip is still in the sword. And I believe they did confiscate the sword, so I don't know if they're gonna like remove the chip or not. But like, what do you mean, what are you doing, James? You, like, what do you think that was gonna happen? That Penny was, one, gonna shut down, two, she's gonna reboot, like you said. Either way, something's gonna happen. She's gonna malfunction. You messed with her core programming without the input of her original creator. What do you think was gonna happen? That's just horrible. But and at the end, Glinda appeared, that one's been all over Twitter and Discord, so I couldn't avoid that at all. But I don't know if anything much will come out of it, really. First of all, why is she at the dust shop? I mean, I kind of get it, but why would she be at the dust shop? She'll be like at Beacon Academy, right? But whatever. But the fact that Glinda's maybe back, right? It could just be a cameo. And you know, you could say, oh, they wouldn't show that reason. They would, and they definitely could. They showed literally every other character. Ilya, Sun, Neptune. Sun and Neptune, who were, by the way, alone in the freaking desert without their team. But, you know, yeah, they showed literally everyone else of some relevance. Why wouldn't they show Glinda? I mean, just to show that she's alive in some capacity doesn't mean that she'll play a major role. It's fair to, you know, it's nice to speculate that she might. You know, she'll play some large role. People are saying that she's the relic of choice. You know, that I think that has potential as an idea. I don't think it's a bad idea. The fact that she's keeping the relic safe for Oz in some manner, and that's what they're trying to foreshadow. But make no mistake, like half the characters they showed on screen never freaking returned again, if ever, or some for like 3 to 4 years. So I don't really have huge expectations regarding Glinda, because they're after this they're gonna go to Vacuo, right? Unless they're gonna hold off the whole Vacuo arc so that they can go to Vale and do the whole Relic of Choice plot. But other than that, if they really were foreshadowing it, I mean, okay, good. They probably are gonna recast Glinda. I mean, what else can they do? They had to recast Glinda. But if not, I mean, no one else has appeared, and every other character has disappeared before without word. Freaking Ciel, and you know, other Ciel's a bad example, but you know, Team Coffee, any other student, basically, Black and Port just briefly appeared. They're not relevant, basically. They're not relevant at all. And if Glinda happens to be relevant, that's good. If not, then nothing changed. So other than that, so yeah, it followed about what I expected in regards to the events of the episode. No Cinder flashback. I don't know if we ever will get one at this point, other than those 5 seconds, but next episode I think will definitely be about Oscar in some form. About Oscar, Team RWBY. Sorry about that. And maybe this is about the point where those plot lines, those different A plots and B plots start falling together, because now Yang and John and Ren, they see this weird grim stream, and they're gonna run over to Mantle, and a river of grim. I mean, it's probably like a river of like goop stuff, right? And then it's just like a whole bunch of grim are gonna spawn from there, which I guess it's alright. I mean, it's not, the river itself is not a grim, it's more like a spawning pool thing, like they showed in volume 4, but for the life of me, I have no idea where it came from. It didn't seem like the whale was oozing anything, but it was definitely coming from somewhere. I guess from that ice flow last episode that was broken, some grim underneath the water supply. I mean, I don't freaking know. Well, other than that, I believe that's it. And then definitely gonna see Oscar getting beat up some more. Whitley stuck in his room. Not stuck in his room, stuck in his father's office, because you know, Weiss is not interested at all in reaching out to her younger brother that she willingly abandoned. That's heroic. But Other than that, that's it. As for next episode, I mean, it was a okay episode. Went about as, like I said, as expected. I'm going to see whether they really commit to that hacked Penny thing, or whether she's just gonna reboot, and that's the extent of the potential of that plot line being swept under the rug, being teased but not really committed to. Maybe they might. I mean, it seems like a suitable emotional climax, right, for Penny to turn on the rest after being set up as the protector of Mantle just to fight against this hacking thing. Given the fact that Watt stole Ironwood's scroll, sky's the limit. As for next episode, if I don't get spoiled again on Twitter and Discord, which I probably will, then definitely be more Oscar. They're gonna probably be about this Grim River thing, or be about the Colosseum kind of touching down somewhere. I mean, I don't know. I hope we get a freaking Cinder flashback, like a proper one. It has to be somewhere in this volume. If they weren't gonna do one, they should never have showed it in that episode at all. So I hope they do, and fingers crossed that that's the case. So that'll be all, and good day to you.